everybody, welcome back to Edina Vlog. I'm your host, Josh Sprague. Got a great show for you today, a tour of the Morningside Neighborhood, your market news for the Edina housing market and the $1 Million Housing segment, and also an interview with Urban Tri owner and friend, Todd Olson, who is also a country club resident. Come along. So this week we're in the historic Morningside neighborhood. Great area, great history. It actually is the oldest residential neighborhood in Edina, platted in 1905 by the children of farmer Jonathan Grimes. They actually became their own village in 1920 because they were resisting kind of the urbanization and the charges that went along with that. And then they remerged with the city of Edina in 1966. A great collection of historic homes, both bungalows, and they actually just completed a historic bungalow study at the city that had to do with the area, 1920s to 1940s, these little ramblers, and also 1.5 stories. And then they also have these classic 2 stories that reminds you a lot about driving around the lakes. Lake Harriet, Lake Calhoun has that real classic lake feel to it. And then also infill houses, the $1 million to $2 million new construction homes that you find throughout the other coveted parts of town. Average price in the area through the year 2011 is $510,000. Median price about $450,000, and of course you can find houses for sale above and below that, but not a cheap area to live, mainly because of its great location. And most importantly, a very active neighborhood association. Take a look at the website here for the Morningside Neighborhood Association. They have annual meetings, they sponsor different events. They have actually an event where local candidates for office, be it school board or city council, can come and answer questions from the audience. And a very informed and active group, and really working together to make the city as good as it can be. So a great place to live, great place to own a house, and if you haven't never been down here, take a look. Now before I get to the market news, just want to give you a little context of where I'm sitting right now. This is the Weber Park Warming House. It's the home of the Morningside Neighborhood Association. They have their annual meetings here, and there are a lot of other community events here as well. And then adjacent to me is Calvin Christian School, a very popular private school in the area. So let's talk about the Edina housing market. Year over year, median price is up for the first time through August, 2% up over 2010. Average price up 6%. Wow, what a standout in the entire Twin Cities metro area. There are a few dynamics driving this. The first one would be that supply is actually down 11% year over year, while closed sales have remained actually slightly above last year, so that supply-demand ratio is pushing price up. The other one is the school district, of course, continues to drive people to Edina, keep demand strong. Our open enrollment, or the ability to people outside of the district to get here, is restricted. It's actually at the lowest level ever, so people have to move into the district to enjoy the benefits of the school district. That's driving demand as well. So it bodes well for our town. If you look at the lower part of the graph here, you can see in about January, median price for Edina started to stabilize, while the price for the Twin Cities housing market in general continued to plummet. And that market actually for the 7-county metro is down 10% median price, while we again are up 2%. So good news. Now the other part of this is the $1 Million housing market, 199 sales through the year versus 192 last year, so slightly up year over year. I expect this to be about the same as 2010 sales when we marched through December. And then for Edina, $32 million plus home sales, 28 last year, a 14% growth, and shows that $1 Million housing market in Edina has actually started to recover, and that is another dynamic that is pulling up average price. So good news on the home front. It's a great place to be in Edina, and I hope we continue to have these good statistics through the end of the year. Hey Todd.
Hey Josh, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Great to be here. Today we're here with Todd Olson of Urban Tri. This is my favorite new Tri store. I'm actually a new, what do we call it, a neophyte. I'm a triathlon neophyte myself. Todd was good enough to outfit me with all the gear necessary, and I was so impressed that I asked him to do an interview here because actually Todd is an Edina resident, lives in Country Club, and started this business not too long ago, so I was curious to learn a little bit more about him. So thanks again for being on.
You're very welcome.
How did you get started in this crazy business?
Well, it started out as a conversation between my wife and I. I was doing triathlons, I was training a lot, she really wanted to find she kept bugging me to say, hey, can you make this pay? So I'm never going to be a pro. So thought we had a hole in the market for the triathlon community, and decided, hey, might as well get a triathlon store that's convenient for me and other Edina residents, and this side of Minneapolis. So it's kind of how it all started.
Have you done retail before this, or?
Years and years ago, worked
Okay.
as a assistant manager at number of retailers when I first got out of school. So I have a little bit of experience with it, but overall, I've been in advertising, I've been in interior design, commercial interior design. So the kind of combination of all the skills that I've learned kind of came together in this. So
Plus a little entrepreneurial spirit, right?
yes, I gotta have that, absolutely.
Okay. So how long have you been in this location?
We've been in open for about 6 months now.
Okay.
This is our first season. We're just wrapping it up. It was a great season. It started a little slow in the spring. With most bike shops were having, it was a crummy spring.
Yeah.
So, but for us, it really didn't matter too much because we were just getting started. So we had low expectations, which we met. But since then, it's been all uphill. Uphill. It's been a lot of fun. We've been doing really well. So we'll be around for next year, which is half the battle, I guess.
Now I've got a shot of the website here I'm showing our viewers, but also Urban Tries on Facebook. If you'd like to follow them, I'm a follower, and you get a lot of great information there as well. So let's take a quick tour of this wonderful store.
Sure.
Tell us what you got.
Well, we are a full-service triathlon store, so you can come in and you can get everything you need for the swim portion, for the bike portion, and for the run portion. And really what's the fourth leg of the triathlon, which is nutrition.
Yep.
We have a wide variety of nutrition here. All the major brands, most popular brands. We'll be bringing some additional ones in for next year. Over here, we've got kind of our shoe wall. We have a limited number of shoes, but we've got places like Gear Running over in Edina off of 44th in France. We work closely with them. People are looking for other brands or need anything special that we can't carry.
You got the lace locks. If you're just starting on tries, most important thing, man, you got to get in and out of those shoes quickly. So.
Absolutely. We can help you get them all laced up and show you how to use them. We have a very well-stocked swim department, lots of goggles, variety of shapes and brands. We sell a lot of wetsuits. Tier's our major brand. We have swim skins, swimsuits, so really anything you need to train for the swim or to compete on race day. And of course, bikes.
Let's take a look. These look great.
Yeah. We carry a variety of road bikes and tri bikes. Typically all of our bikes are carbon fiber, because triathletes love carbon fiber. But what we were looking for were quality bikes, with great service, great warranties, great track record. So we've been really happy with the brands that we've got. And of course, then you've got all the other accessories and accoutrements that you need for your bike. You've got new saddles, you've got race wheels, pedals and shoes, helmets, pretty much anything else that you would need. And most importantly, we have a full-service bike shop down in the basement. We have a full-time bike tech. He's here 5 days a week. So we'll work on any type of bike, not just triathlon or road bikes. He's a big mountain biker, so we get a lot of mountain biking in here. So.
Well, the other thing that I found valuable was great technical advice from the people who work here about tries. We had nice conversations with the employees about different events as I was a first timer.
Yep.
Learned some new things, and I think that's also something great about the shop is just that transmission of knowledge from employee to the customers.
Yeah, and we do a great job. All the employees do triathlons to one extent or another, but they also have different interests. Like I said, our bike tech is a pretty avid mountain biker. So it brings a whole new dimension. It's not just strictly a triathlon. I was a big swimmer in high school and college. People have come and asking questions about training techniques and stuff like that. I can talk to that. We also have some people who are excellent runners, so we can talk about resources for them as well. So it's a really nice, well-rounded staff that we have, and we've been really happy with how everything's been going.
And just we did fail to mention the address of this fine location, which is
It's 820 West 50th Street in South Minneapolis. So technically we're not in Edina, but we get a lot of Edina residents over here. It's very convenient, straight down 50th. You don't even have to turn or anything. So, I hope to see a lot more Edina residents here, and we've enjoyed the ones that have shopped here so far.
Well, you know that this store made history when you guys helped sponsor me into my very first race ever, because I am the first Edina City Council member ever to complete a triathlon.
Well, that's awesome. Well, maybe we can have you compete with the Minneapolis Mayor RT Ryback and see, have a little throwdown.
I'm pretty sure I could take him. I know RT, but I could take him.
Yeah, I think so.
So, last question: what is it that you like about doing business with Edina residents?
Well, the Edina residents, they come in with a lot of knowledge. We've got some guys who are pretty avid triathletes in Edina. So they come in.
So like a good passion and excitement.
Yeah,
for the sport.
They have the same passion, the excitement that we have for the sport. They're willing to listen, solicit our advice, and hopefully take it. We've seen a lot of people out there who've really supported the store, wearing our jerseys, wearing our shirts, and they're very loyal customers, and we really appreciate that.
And I gotta say, I have one Edina resident in my household who had a Urban Tri tattoo right here. My little 3-year-old Kelly Elizabeth.
That's great. Yeah, come on, and the kids love the temporary tattoos, so we love to hand those out to the kids. So.
Well, thank you so much for being with us on Edina Vlog. I appreciate it, and I wish you and your business the best of success.
Well, thank you very much. We'll look to see you soon.
You bet.
All right.
Now, before we leave today, take a look at this. Another Edina home sold. I've had a lot of sales last month. I'm here to help you if you need help in Edina, south or west suburbs, Minneapolis. Those are my specialties, so please give me a call. Thanks again for joining me for a great show today, another great neighborhood tour and interview, and I look forward to seeing you next month.